Hello, good morning everybody. Excuse my wet hair. Oh, hello everybody. Happy Thursday. Hello. Hi guys. Hello. Happy Thursday. How are you? Excuse my wet hair. I don't know how I made it to the live this morning on time, to be honest. Hello everybody. Hello. Who's watching today? Nice to see you all. Thank you for coming to play with me. Hi Elsie. Hello. Good morning. Hello. I'm really sorry that I can't do everybody's names. I will do my best, but otherwise I will be sat here saying names all morning. Good morning, Dexter and Violet. Hello. And Max. Hello, Max. Hello, everybody. Really nice to see you. Thank you for coming to play with me today. I've got my big woolly jumper on today to keep me nice and warm because outside my house it is snowing. I know, it's very exciting. Does anyone else have snow at their house? You have a little look out the window. Do you have any snow at yours, or is yours wet? What's the weather like where you are? Hello, Arthur. Nice to see you. And Lucy. Hello, Lucy. And Theo. Hello. Just checking who I've missed. And Lottie and Amelia. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming to play with me today. And Dexter, I don't know if I've said you or not, but you've got two hellos now. Good morning, everybody. Alexander. Nice to see you all. Thank you for coming to play with me. Oh, it's just raining where you are, Kate. Crafty Catherine. Good morning. Yucky rain. Lots of yucky rain. Oh dear. I thought for a long time we were the only ones not getting the snow. Good morning, Reva and Sienna and Jude. Hello, everybody. And Jack and Barney. Oh, lots of people saying rain. Oh dear me, I am sorry. Good morning, Toby and Mia Ray. Lovely to see you. Right, so we're going to get started because I think you've come to play with me today, haven't you? Because you know, my name's Claire and I love to play. Do you love to play? Yeah, we do. Especially if it's raining or snowing outside. It's nice if we're indoors to find something fun to do, isn't it? Now, if you are new here, you are very, very welcome. And the way this works is I'm going to show you a household item, maybe that you've never played with before. Yesterday we had coat hangers and lots of you had never played with a coat hanger before. But we can still have lots of fun with it as long as we're safe. So I've got my play box here. I've got something in the play box from around the house I think you will probably have, or something similar. And we're going to help you to think of some fun things to do with it today, particularly if it's wet and miserable outside and we're going to be spending lots of time indoors. So good morning. Really nice to see you all. Before we start, I wonder if you can join in my really funky catchphrase. I've been chatting to my lovely friend Charlie, who's helping me do the signs for it. Maybe we can have a jingle. I don't know. The world is our oyster. But I wonder if you can join in with me. And we say, I play, you play, we all play. Hooray! And put our arms in the air as we cheer. So can you join in with me as we say, I play, you play, we all play, hooray! Oh, well done, well done. That was brilliant. I could hear you down the phone. I could hear you joining in with me. Yeah, one day we'll have music with it, won't we? Definitely. Okay, so I love to play. I know you love to play. And what's great is play is so good for our lovely, healthy brains and bodies. And it gets us doing and moving and thinking. And it's also loads of fun. So I hope whatever's in my box today, we're going to have fun with. I think we will. Okay. So before we see what is in the play box to spark our play, to give us some play ideas, I'm going to give you some clues. And I wonder if you can guess. Now, there's always a bit of a delay, so I'll have to give you a little bit of thinking time, won't I? But, so let's see what's in my play box. Ooh, right. Oh, this is a tricky one that you might not have played with before. Okay. The item in my play box lives in the kitchen. The item in my play box lives in the kitchen, and you would use this if you were cooking your dinner in the oven. I wonder what that could be. Shall I give you another little clue? It begins with a b Oh, lovely. Lovely to have you here, Toby. I'm glad you're enjoying joining in. Gosh, I struggled to say that, didn't I? I wonder if anyone can work out my clues. It lives in the kitchen. Oh, I think someone's got it. Lives in the kitchen. You would use this if you were cooking your dinner in the oven. And it begins with a b, b, b. Arthur has got it. Katie has got it. Well done. If you have guessed, well done, Sydney. If you're shouting at me, telling me what it is, well done. If you guessed baking trays, well done, Jack. Fantastic. I have got some baking trays here. Now then, before we get these and play with them, it's really important that you check with your grown-up that you're all right to play with the baking trays. We're not going to ruin them, but it's always worth checking. And also that they're nice and clean, because sometimes they can feel a little bit greasy. So you might have some baking trays for when you're cooking your dinner, and they come in lots of different shapes and sizes. Mine is a rectangle. It's got 2 long sides and 2 short sides. So mine is a rectangle. You can get them in circles for your pizzas. You can get them in all sorts of shapes. So you might have a baking tray similar to mine. And I've also picked up, you might have one of these. This is called a muffin tray. And it's really handy because can you see it's got these little bits, like little pockets, so that you can cook things in. You might do, if you do lots of baking at home, muffins or Yorkshire puddings, things like that, you might have something like this. But whatever you have would be great to play with. Now then, this is where I'm going to help you think of some ideas of how we might want to play with our baking tray. And then you get to think about what you're going to do and plan your play. So first of all, should we start with this one? This is one of my favourites. If you don't have one, don't worry. You might have something like an ice cube tray or something similar that you could use instead. And these are really great because what I like is because they've got these little pockets, shall we say, is that you can sort your toys in. So if you've got some building blocks in all different colours, you could sort all the different colours into different ones. Also works really well for mixing your paint because it washes away again really easily. So a nice little sorting tray, sorting out your toys in lots of different ways. Also a video I did in the summer is where you put your toys into the little cups, into the little pockets, and then if you cover it with silver foil, you can write on clues on the front and you can actually punch holes through and discover what's underneath. So that's a really nice activity. Maybe your grown-up could help you prepare. That is lots and lots of fun. And of course, there's no reason why you couldn't turn it over and you could use the other ends, maybe putting elastic bands round, or there's all sorts of things that you can do with one of these. They're really cool. I use mine a lot in the mud kitchen for making mud pies, which is really fun. Okay, and then I've got this lovely one. So this is just a normal flat baking tray, and these are really great. If you've got any magnets at home, I wonder if maybe you've got some magnets on the fridge or magnetic toys or something. Magnets, what they call the magnet tiles, anything like that. They work really well on a baking tray and they will stick and attract to a baking tray. So maybe you could put some letters on and see if you could spell out some words. Or maybe you've got the tiles and you could do some building on one of the baking trays. Doesn't that make a lovely sound? Grown-ups, if you've got a baby at home, also really great. Put it under their feet when they're doing their kicking, when they're on the baby gym. Let them kick it and they'll love the sound. There's a little tip for you. So yeah, a lovely magnetic tray that you could use for your magnets and things like that. Also nice, because a baking tray sometimes has a little bit of depth to it, you could maybe put a little sprinkle in of flour or sand or salt, something like that. Then if you use your finger or a dry paintbrush, you can actually draw in it and make pictures, and you can practice. You could maybe practice your numbers and letters and maybe your name if you wanted to, but it's also really nice to make zigzags and circles and dots and all sorts of things like that. That's a really nice activity, and of course would hold a little bit of water, but not a lot at all. Just checking out, shared everything that I wanted to remember. Oh, and then finally, of course, great for Play-Doh. If you're making Play-Doh and doing a bit of a bakery, you can maybe make some Play-Doh biscuits to go on your tray and pretend to do some cooking, couldn't you? Or maybe you've got some food in your pretend kitchen and you're going to do some cooking today and use a baking tray with that. So, that's a lot of things that you could do, isn't it? What have we talked about? We've talked about using it as a magnet tray, doing some sorting in your muffin tray, maybe some flower writing, covering them with foil, and using it with Play-Doh and all sorts of things. And of course, use it with baby too. Really nice to use with baby. Okay, so now this is our thinking time, and this is where we plan our play, and this is really important because we need to be prepared for what we're going to do. So I invite you to have a little think. What are you going to play? What are you going to do? Have you got a baking tray at home that your grown-up says you can play with? What do you want to do with it? What are you going to need? Have a little think, and then I'd love you to tell me what your play is going to be today so that we can share with everyone else and anyone else that's struggling for some ideas. Reva is going to use it for her magnets. What a lovely idea. I really like that. And I always invite you to, if you get a chance, take a photo of what your kids have been playing. Doesn't need to include your child's face, but it's just really lovely. It's much more powerful for other parents to see the photos, to see it's the kind of things that they can do at home too. So if you can join our community group or just send them to me, that's great. You're very welcome. My husband takes a break at 10 o'clock from work for about 15 minutes to bounce the baby and keep him occupied. So that's how I can do it. Good morning. Oliver is going to make some cakes. Ooh, delicious, Oliver. I wonder what flavour cakes you are going to make. Elsie wants to use it with some Play-Doh. Lovely. Willow is going to use some magnets too. Thank you for the ideas. Lucy is going to use it for Play-Doh. Lovely. Sydney is going to find out what magnetic things we have in the house. Isn't that fantastic? I think it might be really interesting to find what sticks to the tray and what doesn't. Aurora is going to play in the mud kitchen. Love it. You know I'm a big fan of the mud kitchen. I do have a blog post and downloads of mud kitchens if anyone's looking for any help. Jack and Barney are going to do some drawing in salt. How wonderful. Seb is going to use his play food with it. Oh, you can do some cooking, Seb. That'll be nice. Alexandria is going to sort stuff. Love it. Max is going to make some egg muffins today for lunch. Oh, Max, that sounds good. You're going to have a delicious lunch. What a lucky boy. That sounds great. Ruben is going to use his tray with magnets. Oh, Laurie, I like your idea. He's going to use it for sorting out pom-poms. Perfect. What a fun activity you could do. I wonder if you could maybe add in some tweezers or tongs or something in there to make it extra tricky. I don't know. Angus is going to use some flour to spell some words. I love that idea, Angus. I bet you're going to be great at it. Toby is going to sort some colours and shapes. How wonderful. And we're going to make a crash mat for the zip line we made yesterday. Oh, I love that you're still playing. That's brilliant. Yes, definitely. If you missed that, we were playing with coat hangers yesterday. Zane is going to cook chicken on his tray. Oh, delicious, Zane. Sounds like you're going to have lots of lovely, lovely food. And Arlo is going to sort things. Brilliant. Well, I am absolutely loving your ideas today. I'm so excited to see what you're going to play. Now then, of course, you're excited to go. So you must go and play. Go check with the grown-up which baking trays you can use before you start playing and have lots of fun. I think you're going to have a great old time. Happy playing, everybody. Really nice to see you. And I will see you tomorrow for another very easy household item play activity thing. Happy playing, guys. Bye. You're very welcome. No problem. Bye-bye, everybody.